So today I'm gonna record a tutorial where I will showcase how to send data to Elasticsearch. For this purpose, we are going to use a tool from Elastic which is called Logstash, and Logstash is a tool built by Elastic to read the data from multiple sources and send it to Elasticsearch, mainly to Elasticsearch, but it is also possible that you'll use Logstash to send data to different tools or different services. It is possible with Logstash to do so. In this stack we have three tools available, which is called Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana. So Elasticsearch is kind of a data storage thing. You can say like MySQL, but not really that kind of a data, but it's a data store. And Logstash is a data reader, you can say, or which you use to read data from different sources. And Kibana is a dashboard that comes from Elastic, which helps you view the data from which is in your Elasticsearch indexes. So for this purpose, I'm going to use Logstash to read data from a sample CSV with like 100 records that I have. And what I'm going to do is you can also use Elasticsearch on a hosted service, for example, AWS or a service like Elastic Cloud. But for this purpose, for this tutorial, I'm going to download Elasticsearch and Logstash and Kibana on my local, and then to our local setup for the services, and then run it. So let's start with downloading Elasticsearch first. So from elastic.co we navigate to download Elasticsearch, and I choose my operating system Mac OS, but you can choose depending upon which OS you are on. So while it is being downloading, I will go to Kibana quickly and do the same, download Kibana. It will download a tar or gz file for me. So extract Elasticsearch zip file, gz file, and similarly for Kibana. So here I am with in the Elastic folder right now. So I will go into Elasticsearch, and to start running Elasticsearch locally, what you do is like go into Elasticsearch folder and then simply just run Elasticsearch. Default services, it will start running on port 9200 on your local host, and meanwhile it is executing. I will just go here. Yeah, so once the Elasticsearch is started, it will show you these credentials. Like password is really mandatory to see. So the default user for Elastic is Elastic, and the password is which displayed on your screen, and then it also shows you some fingerprints and this Kibana. Like when you run Kibana first time, you have to do enrollment for the Kibana, so you have to copy and paste this stuff in Kibana. We will see that in a moment. So I'm still waiting for Kibana to extract. Okay, now it's here. So same process for Kibana. You go into bin and just execute Kibana, and it will start running on port 5601. So when you execute it first time, it will give you a URL to navigate to with a code to configure Kibana and connect it with the Elasticsearch. So that's the step when you will require this enrollment token. So it will take a few seconds to a couple of minutes. Okay, right, we're here. So it is asking for the enrollment token that you have received from Elasticsearch, and we will just copy. Click. Okay. So username is Elastic and the password is not be too slow. Okay, it's asking me to add integration, and there are so many integrations available. Like you can fetch the data from a lot of different sources, but we don't need to do that right now. So Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I will start so I'll have to write a config file to read the data from CSV and to send it to so this config is for Logstash, and you can put the config file anywhere you want in your machine, and you have to mention the file name. So inputs source right now is the file that we are using, so we will say that file name and source equals to, and then we define where the file is. So here we are defining the CSV file which we want to read, and it is most probably in documents elastic and people.csv, and we have, yeah, we can define start position for this file, which is beginning, and probably this is the only settings we need to tell Logstash right now for this file. And then what we can do is we can define an output, and in the output we define that the data needs to go into Elasticsearch, which is the host, which is localhost for in our case, and port 9200, the index name which we want to store data into. So in this case we want to just use like mix it some random people data that we found online. So and then you name, like, because you want it is possible that you have a lot of data that you want to store into Elastic, so you don't want to put all the data into one index. So one index, so what you do is like you just use the name of the index and then use some sort of variables so that you can differentiate the data. So in this case I'm using a timestamp here, so why it's like year, month, date, and then you can also create like even more segregate the data into different time of the day, so we don't need it right now. So here and then because we are using basic authentication, user and password based, so we have to mention the user and password here, and let me just quickly copy. Okay, so it seems like it is lost somewhere in the logs. Okay, so here is the data, Elasticsearch people, and also to send data from Logstash to Elasticsearch we need a certificate. So certificate is stored in where your Elasticsearch is stored. You go into config folder, search, and then there are 3 types of certificates available. So we need a HTTPCA certificate for this purpose, and we save this file. Right now I've saved it on my desktop. I will quickly go into the Logstash CSV input and filter plugin. So what we do is like, so we add a filter. So CSV, and so we don't need to convert anything, and see I have columns named column 1, column 2, etc., and so on and so forth. So I will just save it right here, and now I will go into the Logstash folder, and here similarly go into the bin and Logstash, and then you can mention the file name, which the config file which you want to read. So I say my desktop and logstash.conf. Let's see, it will take a while before it starts to read data mentioned and send the data to Elasticsearch data stream. So data stream is something new in the version 8. So earlier you used to mention indexes right in your Logstash conf, but since version 8 point some 8.7 or something, the data is sent to a data stream, and then you connect a data stream with whatever name you want it to be connected with. So let's go and check if we have a data stream. Yeah, we can just simply go to discover. All right, yeah, we see the data now. So for this is because I was trying this, and I did link the data stream with the index named people. So otherwise what you have to do is, like, you click on this left nav bar, go down in the stack management, and you click index management, you go into data streams, and then you see a data stream here, and then you have to link it with whatever name you want it to be, to view the data on your discovered thing. So here I've named it people, and I can see the data, all of it. Although right now it's not very intuitive data, it's not very user friendly. All you see is like column names, column 1, 10, 11, 12, etc. So this is not very user friendly. You will not be able to do a lot of things, because if you want to fetch the data, you have to have a concrete mapping somewhere, or you remember like what is the value of column 13 supposed to be. And also we see some garbage data here. In the next video we will see how we can sanitize the data using Logstash, and then send it to Elasticsearch with the garbage data removed from it. For example, this kind of data should be removed, and also change the column names into some user-friendly columns. And there are so many things we can do on the data. We can explore that into next video. So till then, bye bye. And want to know more, please like, share, subscribe, and comment in the comment section, and also share your thoughts, what you think about this video, and also the next things that you are interested in from this ELK stack. So thank you, bye bye.